It does not take long for anything to change with my body. I've been trying to paste something to my vlog 114. I hope it worked out. And I realised it's now 4 o'clock and I've had some pain since 2:30, but now it's too late to take my other half of Valium. Oh God. I really am suffering today, I tell you. I don't know. I think when Kathy, the RN, rings from the bariatric team, I might actually express how unwell I am and how quickly they need to get me to that theatre. Trouble is you can't simply just say the patient's unwell, she's blah blah blah. I would have loved to have tried out now in hindsight that my appointment is probably going to be the operation the 30th of October and the anaesthetic appointment the 22nd. All meant to be for this week, mind you. I suppose I've got time. I don't know what I was going to say. That's right, it's 2 hours past the time frame I can have. I can only have them every 6 hours, otherwise I'm not just like this, but I could be worse. I could fall asleep and not wake up. And I'm not ready to die right now, and my family loves me too, so at least my 2 kids do. They tell me quite often that they love me. After this, I have to sort something out with Centrelink as well, because my husband doesn't care for me anymore. My daughter does, and I don't think it's fair. And then he gets any amount of money. When there are pensioners out there struggling and they can do with the money. He earns enough money now to pay for what I need, but this is where this vlog could be a my marriage, his marriage, you know, my stuff. I was going to save this for another topic, but I'm going to go into our marriage, I think. I'm going to go into what it means to him and what it means to me. You know, I don't think he actually understood. I'm just going to turn this down because it makes my eardrums feel funny. My ears sort of feel funny when it's on. So, when he first became a carer, we both went to Centrelink. He helped me out, he drove me there, he did things like that, which was great. But he never helped me with the most important things. Putting my hand in his elbow so I could walk with an easier stride and not just a walking stick. I'm getting to the stage now where I'm going to need a walking chair. And I'm thinking of buying one, or not a wheelchair, a wheelie walker, because I can walk but not very long distances. So I bought that up, and he was meant to buy that a month ago for me. There's been no wheelie walker. I can't talk to you about anything really, because last night I tried to talk to him about a document that I signed, which meant that because he's the sole person on the loan, the paperwork for the land has to be in his name only. The paperwork for the house has to be in his thing only. Now, I have forfeited over $200,000, so that could be a deposit for a home for our children. I trusted him with this money. The money's in joint names, thank God. So if I'm sick and I don't trust him, I will not go and sign over any money for any stage that's finished. I'm just sick and tired of the selfishness. I lay here like this every day. I suffer in pain. I'm trying not to cry, because I do a lot of that these days. Talking about our marriage, he followed me down. He got my number from a friend of mine I used to work with, and she liked him apparently. I didn't know this until he rang me. So I saw him at my friend's place one day when I went over there to see what she was doing, and she was cooking him dinner. But that just wasn't nothing to me. That meant something to me. It meant there was some sort of admiration there. I'd asked her again whether she gave him my phone number. He rang me and I said, well, I've got to ask my friend first whether, and I'm sure this is how it went down, whether or not she likes you or whether or not she wants to. And he made it clear that he didn't like her. He actually told me he was using her. I should have known from the very beginning that that was a bad thing about someone. Anyway, so I talked to her and she said, look, if you want to and if he wants to, go ahead, just date each other. So we did. Then we started to have sex or make love, because it was to me. I was in love. I fell straight in love, believe me. So went to the doctors and I had all an STD tests, I had HIV tests. And back then, about 24 years ago, you had to have blood tests for up to a year, I think, for STIs and HIV. Well, one night, without myself knowing, straight away, because I knew after the fact, he didn't put a condom on. We had talked about kids and I'd said I'd like to have kids, but only if you want to. And we were only 3 months into a relationship, a boyfriend thing. So I guess he took it upon himself to decide that maybe that was the right time, because he was 11 years older than me. So I was 20 and he was 31. Because I was 21 when my beautiful mother made me, we had a dinner, beautiful roast and some beautiful pumpkin soup. That's all I wanted. I craved for her pumpkin soup when I was pregnant with Lauren. I sensed from the beginning he never really liked my parents. At that very same day, he used the excuse that he had to go pick up some work boots from a mate. Now, I'm assuming the mate, yes, he did show there were work boots in the car when he got back, but how do I know they were the work boots that he picked up? So the trust, the lies, it was there at the very beginning of the marriage. He drank a lot when he was younger. He could drink cases of beer and he could come home pissed. Excuse my pardon. I was pregnant and I was glad at the end that our lease was running out, because what would happen once our lease ran out, unfortunately, the gentleman that we live with, Fovali, and he was a beautiful man. Now, he would have been a man worth marrying. He would have been a man worth marrying for sure. Didn't have the looks, but who cares? We didn't have the looks. We weren't attractive people. We're not attractive people now. Anyway, so time went on, and guess what? 3 months later, what happened? I fell pregnant. I was over the moon, to be honest. I was so happy. I didn't think it would happen so soon because I had so many issues with my periods and all that rubbish. I was a late ovulator. I didn't ovulate until I was about, say, I was in high school. Let me put that, I was in high school. And anyway, so we never married. My firstborn was born out of wedlock. You illegitimate child you are. She is such a strong woman. Strong-willed, beautiful woman. She really is. She's beautiful. I don't know. Excuse me. I'm going to clean the microphone screen on my thingy on my camera. She's beautiful. Absolutely fucking beautiful. She's got beautiful curly hair. She's got beautiful features on the face. And her body is, I mean, I saw it when it was young. I haven't seen it so much when she was, I have seen it because she's been drunk before and I've had to help her get ready for bed. But I've certainly not purposely looked at certain things. But to me, she's got a body I'd be so happy with even today. So throughout the marriage, I've attempted to have things like joint bank accounts, things like that. Sorry, it's happening again. It comes on automatically, but I don't want to take it off because if I fall asleep, I'll fall asleep with it off. So I know I could reset it, but I'll reset it later. I'll just try not to talk with it. I'll try and talk just like that. So anyway, throughout our marriage, it was whatever was yours, whatever was yours, whatever was mine, whatever was mine. I hated that. I hated it. I took him out for weekends away because he was from Samoa. I hadn't seen a lot of Australia. So I took him to a lot of the popular sightseeing destinations in Australia, okay? I took him to Manly. We stayed at the Park Royal and had a beautiful romantic dinner, but then had a fight over one of his mates that I'd mentioned. He got so jealous and he thought I was mentioning his mate's name because I'd fallen in love with him. Alex was 10 times better than Jerome and is 100 trillion times better than Jerome today. Jerome is still a loser. Jerome will never change, and I have never ever felt the way I do about any other man before besides Alex. And that's the unfortunate thing, because I haven't been able to fall in love with anyone else. But this is how I know that this marriage is meant to be. So I'll be sticking around definitely until my son becomes old enough to leave home on his own. All right, I might need a bit of a holiday every now and again, but I'll take that when I need that. So that's not a problem. So yeah, besides that, what's yours is yours and mine is mine. I'd had superannuation, and I'd had retrenchments in the past, which gave us the opportunity to travel to his country so he could show me where he was born and where he grew up. And in his culture, you hand out money to sort of say, hi, thank you, it's been lovely visiting you, thank you very much. Wow, it is definitely a third world country, some parts of Samoa, that's for sure. I mean, one of his cousins that we visited had a shower curtain, and whoever it was, either it was a girlfriend or a fiance or a wife, whoever it was, the curtain was black as it was full of mold. The shower itself, I don't know what it was growing, but it was black. And I can tell you now, that's where we had some homemade lemonade, and that's where I drank the Samoan water. And that's how I got the Samoan belly. I had diarrhea so bad, I reckon I came back 5 to 10 kilos lighter. So it was possibly a holiday worth it, really. He was very jealous with my friends, and I only really had one good friend because she's still in my life today, and we call each other sisters. I did have other friends, but they never lasted, so to me, they were acquaintances. They were no really anyone important. So, Barbara's my sister, and I'm proud that I've got her still in my life. So, I mean, I shower with a shower chair. Why I bring that up is because I get some money from Centrelink. I get $27 a fortnight, and that's family tax benefit. And that's because I have 2 Centrelink debts because I wasn't told the right amount that he got paid. I had to guess it last year and the year before. This year, when I was asked to supply his income, I calculated it at how many hours he was contracted, 20 hours a fortnight, and his hourly rate. So around $55,000 to $60,000. So that I don't think we're going to receive family tax benefit for. And I'm happy because you know what? I'm sick of owing government money. I owe the ATO because what had happened is he put in his tax return early, he got his back. Usually the ATO wait for Centrelink to confirm that what he has declared as an income is correct and what she has declared is correct with the ATO, the Australian Tax Office. If, for example, the figures don't match up, if the ATO has larger figures than Centrelink, then obviously we are owed money back. Well, that's how it worked out, but unfortunately Centrelink never sent that message in relation to his finances for that last financial year. So he got $2,188 and something cents. I won't ever forget the 2188 figure because that's what they told me. And as a result, because I get paid the family tax benefit, it's technically my debt. I'm shit scared that they're going to send me to hospital, to jail. I don't want to be anyone's bitch. And number 2, how long is it going to be before I actually get all my medication? They certainly won't keep me this well medicated in jail, that's for sure. So please, I could pray to God I don't want to go to jail. I do not want to go to jail to serve time to pay back my debts. I am paying back $50 a fortnight, which comes out of my monthly pay by income protection. I'm getting upset now. It was at Christmas time, that we received I received my first lot of total permanent disability allowance money from my super fund. So about 137,000. I paid his credit card off, 17 grand. I bought him a $40,000 car. He thinks it's 20,000. I didn't pay my car off in full because I thought, well, in 2 years I'll be back at work. I've now got paperwork and now I have to start paying them at $190-something a month. I don't know what's going to happen to that car. I don't know what's going to happen to it. I paid out all of his debts. I hadn't had any debts because the car was the only one. So I put 20,000 on the car, and the rest we spent because I gave him my card. I had 2 cards. And I didn't question what he purchased. But as I should have done what he does. I should have just questioned what the money was for and why do you want it? I haven't got any money, you gotta be careful, that's what I'm living on. He gives me all these excuses. I really done it in for myself, I really have. The biggest regret was signing over into joint names the deposit for a house. And now I have to be so careful because I won't be signing over any money to anyone if my name is not on that document prior to the handover or the money being withdrawn. And the other 20,000 left, I'm going to request that he gives to me. It's not going to be in joint names. He told me I could have it, I could throw it away if I wanted to, and that I will. Right into my Westpac account that I've just opened. I hate the NAB Bank. They're assholes. They're total assholes, and I'll never bank with them again. Never, never. So that's the agreement I've made with him. So I'm not going to fall for his tricks anymore. I don't trust him with financial matters. And I'm afraid, well, if he doesn't want my name on the house and land, legally I own half anyway because we're married, but that's not good enough. I begged and pleaded him to hand that $200,000 over back into my name, and he said no. I begged and pleaded, and I did need money for medical treatment, but I couldn't have it done because he didn't give me the money. I missed a doctor's appointment, a pain specialist appointment Wednesday. I missed that because he doesn't have any emotion at all over how it impacts on me cancelling my appointments. But if it's his appointments, the first thing he worries about is what they're going to think of him if he does cancel it, or what I'm going to do if I go with him, if I'm going to embarrass him or anything like that. Oh, God. I question myself all the time. Why I actually married this man. My gut tells me he's using me because he wants this house. But I just don't know anymore. I know he has no love for me because he doesn't care about me. He could come home from work. He could come up from those stairs. He can see me lying in my bed. He knows I'm in pain, and he goes straight to his room. Straight to his room with no hello. His daughter could be downstairs in the kitchen. He could walk in the front door. He could take his shoes off. Takes his shoes off outside, I think. Takes his shoes off, comes in the front door. Lauren will say, "Hi, Dad," and he'll, that's when he'll respond with a grunt. I just don't know. I mean, he sounds sexist, that's for sure. I don't have any family left in this world. And I do dearly love his family. But I don't know whether I can be part of his family if he's going to treat me like this. I don't ever know what he's told them, and I don't care what he's told them. I could know their lies. He's always told me I've alienated his children, and I sit here some days and I watch him do it to his own kids. He tells me I manipulate him, or I've taught the kids to manipulate to getting what they want. You know, I can't wait till I'm skinny and I'm beautiful, because things are going to be different around here. They're not going to be like they are now. No way. I have been abstinent for some time now because my spinal injury does not allow me to get into certain positions. And you know what? I don't care. I enjoy the abstinence. It doesn't faze me. I enjoy the abstinence. I don't talk to each other. The only time he spoke to me yesterday is when he came into the room and he explained to me that the paperwork we filled out for the land in 2 names has to be in Alex's name only because he's going for the finance. So the paperwork yesterday that I signed took my name off that. But let me say this. Nobody's been handed over. And until my name is back on those documents, there will be nobody handed over. And I told him this. I think I'm just rambling on. I think you'll get the gist of what my marriage is like, and it's not a marriage. I wasn't married in a Catholic church. I was married in a celebrant's office, but I do have Catholic beliefs. Just thought I heard someone home. So, as far as they're concerned, I can't get a divorce. I don't even know whether he could divorce me. In the real world, I think technically we aren't even married. If it wasn't for his kids, notice I said his kids, I don't think there would be anything between the both of us. I should never ever have been so honest and open with him about the money I earned from the total permanent disablement, because now I lay here in pain, not able to get treatment because the public system is overstretched, overworked, overrun. But yet I had to miss a pain specialist appointment Wednesday so I could have 6 days in hospital on a ketamine infusion, which would have increased my chances of, excuse me, oh God, I'm going to let you see this because this is what I go through every day when I have to get up or move out of my bed. It is a very difficult thing to do. Anyway. Yes, it doesn't help either that I'm obese. But soon, when I am super skinny and super beautiful and super worthwhile to him, beside him, when he wants to hold my hand, I won't be there for him to hold my hand. Oh, I'm sorry, pardon me. Sorry. I've been crying so much it's filled up my mask. Things will be very different when that happens. Very different. I can tell you that now. Very different. I tried to go through and find other options. For example, there was, put $6,000 down or whatever if you're earning $55,000 or whatever. We could reduce your payments to $300 a week, which is great because the payments with the NAB is almost $400. You don't have to put down as much deposit, which means I could have kept more of my total disability and spent it on my health during my lifetime that I'm out of work. But I won't ever work again, and I know that now. I don't know what history I'll ever be good in. Right, lying down, people, so you ready to watch this, how I get down? Oops, sorry, nearly lost you. So my pillows are there. Oh, dear me. I really need to take this top off, but that's how much energy I've got. Oh, dear me. Jeez. And now I'll feel this pain for another half an hour at least now because I'm not comfortable where I am. I've just made a 33-minute video on marriage. Wonderful. This video will be titled, How You Know Marriage Isn't Marriage and Why You Shouldn't Do It. I went to a solicitor and found out that the only way I could get part of, that's right, part of oh God, here we go again now. I've got to reach down to my pump. When it senses that I'm not breathing in enough, it gets a higher volume of air to really force that down me. Unfortunately, if I'm talking, so this is why. But I want to have it on because I want you to see what it's like living with this thing on my friggin' head. Go for a visit tomorrow. I've got to wear this. I'll lie down when I get there. Oh, my lower back pain. It's usually my mid pain, but it's my lower back time. Oh dear me. I'm going to end it. I don't even know whether I've made sense in this vlog, but the thing is, I want to keep them a record. I want them to be there for when I get better. I'm going to watch them, and I'm going to do a video of watching me watch me. God, YouTube, the YouTube world is a weird world, isn't it? I'm going to leave you all. I'm in pain, especially my lower back, and it's too late to take the extra Valium, so I'm going to have to lay here and put up with it. I could have had the ketamine treatment by now. Ketamine treatment apparently may help me in the fact that I may come off my Tarjan, Lyrica, Oxycontin. Well, sorry, that is Tarjan. Any other pain tablet I might come off. And the ketamine is a channel blocker, apparently, is my belief. It more or less blocks the nerves, and it makes my body more tolerable towards opioids and morphines or opiates, things like that. So I'm not like this, although for 6 days I can get high and I can feel delirium, because that's the contradiction of the drug. So I'm going, guys. I've got to watch some YouTube for a while. I'm going to download this today so you can all see it today. I hope more and more people are watching my videos. Comment below. Ask me what you want. If it's nasty or unkind, don't worry. I'll delete it. It's alright. No worries. You're welcome. So, yep. That's it, guys. I'm out for the count. I can barely hold the phone up now. Take care. And you know what I normally say. Be a fan. Bye for now. Speak to you all again very soon. Mwah, mwah. Kisses, kisses, hugs, hugs. Be a fan.